Hello everyone, welcome back. Let me take a short introduction. I'm Vân. Now I'm a junior at Saigon University. My major is English Linguistics in Commerce and Tourism. As you know, I had the very first vlog about my first field trip to the southwest of Vietnam. This time, I will have the second vlog about my second field trip to the southern central of Vietnam and Highlands of Vietnam. What are we waiting for? Let's go exploring! Wow, that was a long journey. But first, let's review the locations. As we had been announced, the first day we took off from Saigon University to the first destination, Nha Trang City. After we moved to Nha Trang City of Khánh Hòa Province, we visited the Oceanographic Institute of Nha Trang. On the second day, we jumped off at Nha Trang City to Quy Nhơn City. On the move, we would stop at Hòn Dòng Promontory to pay a visit. Then we moved to Quy Nhơn City to went over El Gió landscape. On the third day, we departed from Quy Nhơn City to stop by Quảng Nam Province and explore Hội An City. We went over Hội An Ancient Town, the UNESCO Heritage Center. Here comes the fourth day. We departed from Hội An City to Da Nang City. We went to the Marble Mountains and Linh Ứng Pagoda. And on the fifth day, from Da Nang City, we traveled back to Nha Trang City. After 5 days on the south central coast, we had a chance to go on the highland, and during the way, we stopped to see the site of Nha Trang Stone Church. Then we arrived at Da Lat City to explore Domaine de Mary Church. On the seventh day of this journey, we walked by two mansions of Bảo Đại King in Da Lat City, which are the first palace and the third palace. Then we had the opportunity to discover the Lang Biang mountain. In the evening, we experienced the space of Gong culture in the Central Highlands. Finally, on the last day of the journey, we went to Trúc Lâm Zen Monastery, and then we went back to Ho Chi Minh City. To be honest, this trip is wonderfully amazing. Please stay tuned, and without any hesitation, let's go! It raining dogs and cats outside, so we changed the schedule. We're gonna go to the Oceanographic Institute. Oceanographic Institute of Nha Trang, also known as the National Oceanographic Museum of Vietnam, which is a leading marine research institute in Southeast Asia. It has currently stored and reserved thousands of specimens of hundreds marine species. Visiting the institute, we can take part in a voyage of discovering the ocean. Visiting Oceanographic Institute, which has kept marine ecology, we not only have a chance to comfortably contemplate the unique marine life, but also certainly have much useful knowledge on the potential and conservation work of Vietnamese oceanography, as well as citizen awareness of protecting the ocean. Oceanographic Institute is also an appealing tourist attraction in Nha Trang City. On the next day, we moved to Hòn Dòng Promontory, which is located about 3 kilometers northeast from the Nha Trang City. Hòn Dòng Promontory, or Husband Promontory, is a large rock area with a variety of shapes lying on the shore. Another smaller group of rocks located at the foot of the eastern hill is called Hòn Vợ, or Wife Promontory. Standing on Hanjong Promontory, you can also see In Islet. On the right of the promontory is Gouda Port and Drea Island and Nha Trang Beach, and on the other side is Golden Mountain. When visiting Hanjong Promontory, visitors can hear the locals tell about the mysterious legend associated with a strange five finger marks here.
The next stop is Elza Landscape or Elza Cliff, which is located in Quy Nhơn City of Bình Định Province. Among the bowl-shaped mountain range facing the sea, Elza Cliff is the farthest and the most spectacular strait in Quy Nhơn City. As its name implies, Elza means the strait that draws wind due to the hollow terrain like a saddle, surrounded by two high mountains close to the sea. This place is extremely pristine and majestic with clear emerald green water, high cliffs of diverse shapes, or green meadows around the street. Just imagine sitting on rocks, listening to the murmuring sea waves, watching the swift birds hovering around, or watching the herds of goats grazing. It's so peaceful, isn't it?
On the third day, we departed from Quy Nhơn City to Hội An City, which has the UNESCO Heritage Center, Hội An Asian Town. This place is an exceptionally well-reserved example of a Southeast Asian trading port dating from the 15th to the 19th century. Its buildings and its street plan reflect the influences, both indigenous and foreign, that have combined to produce this unique heritage site. We went to three famous places over thousands of other well-known spots. First place is Đức An Asian House, one of the Asian houses preserved until today, which is taken into Hội An Asian Town many traveling organizations as well as visitors. It not only attracts tourists by its bold oriental design, but it also contains deep historical meaning. This house is a historical witness associated with the name of Mr. Cao Hồng Lãnh during the War of Vietnam and during the French colonial period. The second place we pay a visit is Jiuzhou Assembly Hall. This assembly hall was built in Chinese overseas coming from Jiuzhou or China in 1945. The main hall is dedicated to General Phúc Bá or Bổn Đầu Quân, a god of mastering waters. The two sides of Phúc Bá's altar are refined for worshipping the gods of wealth and luck. The final destination is Cầu Pagoda or Chùa Cầu, which is considered as the heart of the Hội An Asian Town in the center of Quảng Nam province. It is also one of the 5 beautiful places of Vietnam, which is printed on the banknote, 2,000 đồng. Although it is a pagoda, this pagoda is not worshipping the Buddha like other typical pagodas in Vietnam, but a spirit that protects and brings happiness to the local people, who is Bắc Đế Chánh Võ. The protector god of the region is worshipped at the manhole of the pagoda on the bridge. Let's go sightseeing the city at night. On the fourth day, we departed from Hội An City to Da Nang City, and we went over Marble Mountains and Linh Ứng Pagoda. Marble Mountains, as known as Ngũ Hành Sơn, is a cluster of 5 marble and limestone hills located in Ngũ Hành Sơn district, south of Da Nang City in Vietnam. The name of this place named after the five elements: metal, water, wood, fire, and earth. All of the mountains have cave entrance and numerous tunnels, and it is possible to climb to the summit of Mount Hui. Several Buddhist sanctuaries can also be found within the mountains, making this a tourist attraction. There is a stairway of 156 steps leads to the summit of Tuisan or Mount Water, the only marble mountain accessible to visitors. There are a number of grottos, Buddhist sanctuaries, and temples. There are also some religious scenes carved out of the marbles. People believe that these religious scenes will bring their blessings. For example, we explored an elephant, a crane, and a face of mountain god. The next destination for the fourth day is Linh Ấn Pagoda. Linh Ấn Pagoda in Sanja Peninsula is one of the three famous pagodas in Da Nang City. This pagoda is considered as Buddhist paradise in life, which attracts thousands of tourists come here to explore its beauty and learn about the Buddhist culture. After exploring, I had the opportunity to interview the locals here about their impressions on this city.
Cô dự đến điểm du lịch này là lần đầu hay sao? Cô đến Hòa, cô đến Hòa này. Dạ. Thì cho con hỏi là cô có cảm nhận gì về Đà Nẵng và con người rồi khí hậu cây cảnh quan nơi đây nó như thế nào? Cô rất là khách đông, tại vì khách mới đến Hòa. Dạ. Thì cô đến Hòa này là lần thứ mấy rồi cô? Nhiều lắm, nhiều lắm thôi. Để cái tour đi là cái thẳng thanh thật đấy là từ cô qua thôi. Từ từ đi khách là sẽ đi rất là nhiều nơi ở Đà Nẵng. Vậy là cô yêu thích Đà Nẵng dữ rồi. Vậy cho con hỏi là cô có ý định muốn chuyển đến đây sống không ha? Chuyển luôn rồi. Ồ, là hai cô sống ở đây luôn.
Đầu đi du lịch, đầu cũng đi du lịch chứ là thích là giờ chị cứ tới luôn. Dạ, cái định cư ở đây luôn. Cô ở ngoài Huế.
Dạ.
Cô hồi bạn là ở Huế gốc luôn, còn cô hồi trước cô ở Sài Gòn rồi cả nhà đi du lịch chơi là thích cái đây luôn.
Dạ.
Khi thành phố ở đây quyết định về đây ở lịch ở đây
Vậy là cái này là thành phố rất là đáng sống cô ha. Dạ.
At night, we went to Sunshine Night Market to explore. I ran into this foreigner, and then I had asked him about his impression of Da Nang City.
I'm from Germany.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it is your first trip here?
It's the first time in Vietnam and the first time in Da Nang.
Is this your first day?
No, I'm leaving Da Nang tomorrow. I've been here for a week.
So what is your first impression?
Very lovely town. I like it a lot. All the colors here with the bridge, the colorful boat, the city.
How did you feel?
About what?
The food.
The food. It's kind of an experience. I don't always know what I get when I order something, but yeah, usually it's good. I like it.
How did you feel about locals?
Very friendly, very polite, very helpful. Only good experience for me. Everyone I talk to is amazing. It's good.
Yeah, that's great. If you have a chance, do you want to return here?
Absolutely, definitely. One day I will come back. There's still so much to explore, so yeah.
If you want to live here, like settle down.
That is, I don't know. I cannot say.
Okay.
I mean, the weather is better for me here.
Yeah.
It's for sure. I have to get used to the food.
Yeah.
different for me. I don't know.
On the fifth day, from Da Nang City, we traveled back to Nha Trang City. Here is a goofy moment of our class during the way. On the sixth day, we start by Nha Trang Stone Church. Nha Trang Stone Church is a beautiful classic European-style church in Nha Trang City. Its stunning architectural work, considered as a historical witness to Christianity in Nha Trang City. The stone church never fails to attract thousands of tourists coming every year. Let's go to the Highlands. The next destination is Domaine de Mary Church. Domaine de Mary Church, also called My Anh Church or Cherry Church, is home to the Roman Catholic nuns of the Missions of Charity. Maybe that's the reason why many people think that there's a feminine charm attached to the architecture of this church. If you need a change of mood in your Dalat trip, which is always assumed to be romantic and peaceful, make sure to pay a visit to Domaine de Mary Church to worship and experience the intersection of French and Vietnamese art for yourself. On the seventh day of this trip, we visited the Bảo Đại King's mansions. First, we will stop at the King Palace or the First Palace, which is located on a windswept high hill surrounded by immense romantic pine trees. King Palace is considered as one of the unique architectural buildings, deeply marking the neoclassical European style. A special feature of this palace is the secret tunnel system. The second destination is the Third Palace or the Summer Palace. During the reign of Bảo Đại King, the Third Palace was used as a holiday villa in the summer. In the evening, we had a chance to explore the Lang Biang mountain, which is the highest mountain of Dalat City.
Ê, cái xe này ồn quá, cho tao thở anh tài xế nhức đầu ba. Xe nhiều quá.
Trời ơi, Văn sắp nôn thốc nôn tháo ra rồi kìa.
The sky turned dark. It's time to experience the Gong's culture. Central Highlands Gong's culture in Vietnam has been officially recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of intangible cultural and oral traditions of humanity. No more talking, let's enjoy the show. It's the last day of the journey. Before we went back to Ho Chi Minh City, we stopped by Trúc Lâm Zen Monastery of Đà Lạt. I think it's time to say goodbye. From my point of view, I have learned a lot of things in this journey. Moreover, it creates an opportunity for me to go to new places for the first time. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe me if you're interested.